Okay, once again, good morning. Welcome to the Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show for Thursday, October 1st. We're going to be going over today's news headlines. Once again, thanks for joining us on Sportscaster, Twitch, and YouTube today. So once again, we are live. Once again, we will go over some news headlines. So once again, thanks for joining us. So let's go ahead and send out our links to Sportscast and make sure we get up the sportscasters so they'll have their feeds. We'll have also if you want to come on video chat on both Twitch and YouTube, you can do that via the StreamYard link. We will put it in for you. So make sure you make sure we get it to you. Hopefully we'll get it to you. We'll get it to you in a second. We'll come to you in a second. We'll get it to you. So we're gonna get it to you in 1 second. Let me get my make sure we are live. Press this. I don't know why we're not. I don't know why we're not coming in. I don't know why it's not coming in right. I don't know why it's not coming in. I don't know why Sportscast is not coming in right. I don't understand this. Okay, once again, I apologize with to the Sportscaster viewers to see if we're in on here. I'm trying to check to see if we're on here on Sportscaster. So we're on live. Let's see. Looks like we're not live on Sportscaster. So we're probably going to have to reset. I apologize to everybody along the lines. We got to, once again, Sportscaster is not working, so we will just stick with YouTube and Twitch today. So we will, once again, we apologize to Sportscaster viewers. So once again, we will remove Sportscaster and we'll go on some news headlines. Once again, I apologize to Sportscaster. We're not Sportscaster is not working right now, so once again, I apologize to them. Let's go ahead and switch this out and go over some news headlines. I apologize. So if you're in here, if you're on. So once again, thanks for joining us. We are now live. We'll go on Twitter now. We'll switch over to Twitter, so we'll have to alternate. So we'll have another alternate in. So once again, we'll have Twitter on. So once again, we're now on Twitter. Sportscaster is not working today. So once again, we'll be on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. So once again, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. You want to come in, we will let you come in. So once again, I apologize for everything on Sportscaster. Let's go ahead and begin our news headlines here at on the show. Let's go to ESPN. We'll put this up on the screen for you. Okay, once again, how far can Mike Leach air raid go this time? I'll go beyond LSU. So this is from Ryan McGee. You can follow him at ESPN. It's ESPN.com. So I'll be honest with you, that air raid, I'm going to be honest, that was just an absolute decimation of LSU last week versus Mississippi State. I'm going to tell you, this Mike Leach air raid is no joke, folks. This is an absolute no joke, to be honest with you. So that's just my opinion on it. So if you want to come in and video chat, we have links from StreamYard on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. No Sportscaster today. We don't. Sportscaster is not working, so we're going to just move along. We don't want to. So let's go ahead and play this video. This is from Ryan McGee. I'm going to go ahead and play this video.
Back, Mike, who, if anyone, would you compare him to in the great line of quarterbacks who you've coached?
They're all a little different. Well, he's bigger than most. He's got a strong arm. Um, kind of like Tim Couch in some ways, as far as the size and the arm strength. He's a real steady guy, though. He's the same guy every play, and I think that gives a calmness and a consistency to a relatively young offense. I think that helps us.
What has he had to change, Mike, from the previous system that he operated in? Your system's unique.
It's funny because all these quarterbacks throw the ball. They practice throwing the ball.
Yeah, like I said, the last time we saw the air raid was Hal Mummy. When he was coaching at Southeastern, that was the last time we saw that air raid. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, this air raid offense is just a new wrinkle of every week a team has to prepare for, just like the triple option every time. So I look at it this way. Look, this air raid is not going away anytime soon. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. We'll go ahead and move along with our news headlines here on this Thursday morning. Okay, updates. Cincinnati and Atlanta, no score, so no score in that game. Other games going on this afternoon. It's going to be so we have a live look in. So we are looking in. We are live looking in at Atlanta and Cincinnati. So that's a live look in. So we are looking in at them. So once again, no score in that game. Other games going on this afternoon. Chicago versus Oakland. That'll be game 3. Also, Dodgers versus Brewers. That'll be at game 2. Marlins versus Cubs. That'll be at 1 p.m. on ABC. And also at 6 p.m. will be the Cardinals and Padres. Cardinals lead the series 1-0. Okay, let's go over to some news headlines. Okay, switch this out. Okay, NFL says Steelers and Titans game won't be played in week 4 after 2 or more COVID tests. So I'll be honest with you. I think they're making a right decision when it comes down to Steelers and Titans. You can make this up anytime during the NFL season, but the truth of the matter is, look, if we got COVID tests, if you're positive, guess what? You're gonna have to stay quarantined and have to do those precautions. Look, they did not take those necessary precautions, so that's a reason why they're gonna cancel these games. Look, the players' safety and health is more important than just an NFL game, to be honest with you. I'm not trying to take anything away from people and none of that. It's just facts, folks. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. So if you're in here, if you're on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, we are live. So let's go over some more news headlines. Let's get this off the screen. We don't play this due to copyrights on there, so we don't want to do that. Say okay. Once again, Baltimore Marion Humphrey signed a $98.75 million extension. So that's Marion Humphreys did sign his contract, so he is going to get his extension. Playing for the Baltimore Ravens. So Humphrey's hard to pass against. So he's an absolute good defensive back for that money. So I think it's a good investment. But the truth of the matter is he's got to earn it, not sit there. And so once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, Atlanta Falcons to use drones to clean the stadium after games. So I think that's good technology to keep their stadiums up to par and stuff like that with cleaning stuff and because look, they had some people that's been cleaning the stadiums, but the truth of the matter is, right now, since this COVID crisis going on, like they have to go with those situations with using drones and stuff like that. So to clean the stadium, because look, I mean, it would take a whole day to clean the stadium with a crew. So that's something right there. I think that's good what they're doing. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. So tapping on this one. Okay, Starling Marla available for Miami after hard injury, but not likely to bat. So I think that's Diamond did told Sirius XM radio. So I think, to be honest with you, look, I hope he does get in the lineup for the Miami Marlins in general. So so once again, this is from ESPN.com. You go to ESPN.com. Once again, thanks for joining us. So that's going to be against the Cubs. So Starlin Marlin will be available to play defense. A pinch run, cannot bat. Okay. Okay. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the one that bought the XFL, that Dwayne Rock says the XFL plans to return in 2022, so it's 2 years off to look at that. They won't play in 2021. To be honest with you, look, I think The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, I think what he did was with his money and stuff like that, that he got from WWE and stuff like that, I think he can buy 20 XFL franchises with that money. So I'll be honest with you, look, I hope it does be a lot better improvements than Vince McMahon had it. Vince McMahon, I'll be honest with you, ran it into the ground. I hate to say it. The last 2 years of XFL football existed back in 2001. It went belly up, and then they try to restart it in 2020. Guess what? It just went once again kaput. So I'll be honest with you. Look, I hope The Rock builds upon this collapse of the XFL. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. So we'll play this video for a second.
Place and only see a football field.
But it's more than that.
This is hallowed ground.
This is an opportunity
To build a league of culture, passion, and purpose.
to live a dream.
Our work is cut out for us, but we wouldn't have it any other way.
This will be earned. We'll give it every last ounce of football-loving energy in the tank.
And then we'll give it more.
Our hearts.
Our souls.
This is for the players, the coaches, the cities, the fans.
For stories untold.
For potential unrealized.
We are hungry. We are humble.
And no one will outwork us.
The XFL is back.
Back for the love
of football.
So once again, the XFL will kick off in 2022. So once again, this is from Kevin Sheifert. You can reach him at ESPN. So I think okay, once again, no score in the Atlanta-Cincinnati game, bottom one. Okay, let's go ahead and give you information. Okay, Miami Heat, Gordon Dragic and Bam Adebayo exit with injuries after the loss against the Lakers last night. So that last night they did lose 116 to 98. So they are going to. So those two players did get injured in that game last night. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, what else we'll talk about? Looks like let's put this in. Okay, okay, Champions League draw live updates from Ronaldo. Jubileus faces Lionel Messi in Barcelona, so that's probably going to be a pretty good pair of matchups in soccer. So this is the um, groups that's going to be performing in that UEFA League championships. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, NBA Finals. Where do the coaches get their plays? So that's what they're talking about, where the coaches get their plays. Um, so I'll be honest with you. Look, it's a pretty good article by um, Jacqueline McMullen. You can reach her at ESPN. So it's a pretty good article. So this is their plays right here. They call in the in those NBA finals and stuff like that. So this is Coach Popovich's play right here. So that's what they're showing. So I'll be honest with you, they don't steal these plays. I think, to be honest with you, I think these plays are made. They draw up some good plays. They draw up some excellent plays. It So I look at it this way: it's that these things are not stolen. So this is Monty Williams, one of his plays right here. This is one of those pass screen, then dribble. This is what they talk about, screen, and then once again another one. This is Pat Riley's call right here. This is option one. Um, so I look at it this way: these are very good. This is also high school from Doc Rivers right there. Doc Rivers, one of his plays. So, so these are pretty good. This is Rick Carlisle's play page from Rick Carlisle. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, no score once again. Okay, Thursday night football tonight. Denver versus the New York Jets. That'll be on NFL Network. So that will be on NFL Network tonight. So we'll move along with our news headlines. Switch this out, and we'll go to another site. We'll go over to Yahoo Sports and see what's happening there. Okay, let's go to Yahoo Sports. Okay, let's pull this up. Okay, this is why is Anthony Davis wanted to become a Laker? So this is a very good article. So once again, this is from C-Rat Sohai. If I'm saying his name right, so that's hopefully I pronounced her name right. Once again, you can follow her at Yahoo Sports at yahoosports.com. How Anthony Davis became a Laker. He wanted to become a Laker, so that's what they talking about. So I'll be honest with you. Look, when he was here in New Orleans, and then he said he wanted to trade from New Orleans. That told you right there that he didn't want to play here in the city with a losing team. That's what they don't want to play for. So that's just my take on it. So I'll be honest with you. I think he's doing well with the LA Lakers, to be honest with you. I think he's doing well. So, will we win a championship? Nobody, I mean, I'm pretty sure they will. Anthony Davis will win a championship with the LA Lakers because he's got a pretty good cast. He's got LeBron, Ray John Rondo, Alex Calusa, and others. So I think he's gonna come out real well for the LA Lakers in general. So once again, this is from Yahoo Sports. Go to yahoosports.com. That's yahoosports.com. Also, if you want to come in video chat with us, I see 2 viewers. If you want to come in video chat with us, the StreamYard link is in the chat rooms of YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. So if you want to come in, you want to come in and state your opinion, you can do that. You want to come on camera, you can come on camera and state your opinion. Okay, let's see what else we'll talk about. Let's go to the D-Rush. It's called D-Rush. Lakers remind the Heat, who's the underdog in Game 1 of the finals. So that's what happened last night. They did lose that game last night. So I'll be honest with you. I think Miami will take them to 6 games. I think it will be 6 games, and then the cutoff will be there. I think the Lakers will come back and kind of get some victories. I mean, sure. I'm not a Lakers fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm not a Heat fan. But I like to see these 2 teams go at it convincingly for the fans involved. I mean, in the bubble. So I think it's a great matchup between the Lakers and the Miami Heat. I mean, this is never heard of before. Because Pat Riley, the general manager, he knows how to build those teams. He knows how to build those Miami Heat teams, just like Rob Pelinka, that general manager with the Lakers. That's another guy that's building this Lakers team up to become a championship contender. So once again, this is from Yahoo Sports. Go to yahoosports.com. See what else we'll discuss. Let's pull this up. Okay, is there any hope for Sam Darnold? The Jets faces Broncos on the Yahoo Sports app. So if you're interested in watching some NFL football, the Yahoo Sports app will have the game for you on tonight. So they will have selected games. So it will be on, once again, Yahoo Sports. So once again, if you want to watch that, you can do that. So I think, I'll be honest with you, I think Sam Darnold right now should have hope. I think he should have hope. Absolutely should have hope. But the truth of the matter is, look, he's not getting it done against the with the New York Jets. I mean, it's going to take a while for the New York Jets to build up to a good team. And I don't think Sam Darnold will be that quarterback for the Jets. I don't think he will. I don't think he'll get them to the championships and stuff like that. I really don't. So if you think I'm wrong, you can come on, voice your opinion via the sports, via the YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch chat room. Also, if you want to come in video chat, we do have those links set up for you. So come on down, send you, just put your name in. We will set you up. We'll put you on camera. So if you have an opinion about it, you can talk about it live with myself. So once again, this is from Yahoo Sports. So let's go ahead and move along. Okay, let's play this. Okay, Michael Jordan taunts PGA players during friendly rounds. So I don't know why this is news and stuff like that. That's why you're not playing the majors this week. That's what Michael Jordan's saying. So I know it's yeah, he's like I said, he's playing golf right now. During those so I look at it this way. I think Michael Jordan make those cuts? I think he will. I think he will because he's a pretty good golfer. Last time he played his golf was, I think, because he didn't have time back in 1998 when he was playing for the Bulls and stuff like that. So I think, like I said, Michael Jordan just absolutely. He is one of the best players um, that ever lived in the 20th century. So, like I said, they also have a debate about LeBron, Michael Jordan. Look, there's no comparison about that. Michael Jordan won 6 championships. Um, LeBron won only 3. So it's just not a comparison. I mean, a lot of people will compare that. You know that's their right on social media and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is there is no comparison, to be honest with you. So once again, this is from ESPN, Yahoo Sports. Go to yahoosports.com. Okay, let's see. Pull this up. Okay, this is from Pete Tramo. You can reach him at Pete Tramo, talking about Sunbelt Showcase. Game postponed due to COVID-19. So the game Wednesday night between Louisiana and Appalachia State was postponed. So it was originally scheduled for Boone, North Carolina. So that's ULL's game up in Boone, North Carolina. But unfortunately, with the COVID-19, they won't have that game going on. ULL is 3-0 on the season. They seasonally ranked. They did beat Iowa State, but that's not going to happen. So once again, this is from Pete Trammell. Follow him on Twitter as well. Pretty good writer. Okay, two fans led away in handcuffs during a Yankees Indians game after broke into the stadium. So that's what they did. Fans are not allowed to attend the NL Championship Series in Texas for a few weeks, but fans at Progressive Field tried to get the party started a little early. Cleveland Indian home ballpark wasn't allowing fans to attend games, but 2 fans broke into the park during the second wild card series between the Indians and on Wednesday. Look, to be honest with you, I think these fans got what they deserved because look, when they tell you no fans in the stadium, that means no fans in the stadium. I mean, how hard is it? They don't understand these people in society. They just don't understand rules and regulations. When they have rules and regulations, you got to abide by them. How hard is that? I mean, that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen that these 2 idiots doing. I mean, look, if you're that crazy about baseball, then go watch it at a bar or watch it at home or whatever. But don't go do that stuff. That's just going to get you into a lot of trouble. So these 2 individuals was arrested. So that's the 2 individuals we're showing you right here. So I think, to be honest with you, look, they need to be in jail for that. That's something you don't do. To be honest with you, so that's the 2 individuals that did get arrested. Police, there was in the left field bleachers. One guy wearing a great Cleveland's seems pretty unhappy. But the truth of the matter is, when you do stupid stuff like that, guess what? You're just risking everything when you do stuff like that. Look, when they allow fans, then don't allow fans. But don't go breaking the stadium like that. That is absolutely stupid. I mean, I know a lot of people might not like what I'm going to say, but the truth of the matter is, when these fans do these things, it just brings down the whole situation. So once again, this is from Yahoo Sports. Go to yahoosports.com. One of them, fan jumped the fence. He was apprehended. So this is the individual right here. So this is a tweet right here. So we'll play this tweet right here. We'll go ahead and play this video. So we'll show you what happened. And there was in those left field bleachers right there. So I'll be honest with you, look, that is just this is the another video we'll show you. This is what happened on the
taking some guy to the clink. Well, just look in on.
That to me, that was just idiotic what they did. That was absolutely idiotic what they did. I mean, sure, look, we want fans in the stands. We do. But the truth of the matter is, when you got these regulations going on, you have to abide by them. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, once again, turn down the fake noise crowd. Turn down the fake noise crowd. Let's hear weird postseason sounds like. So that's what they're talking about. This is from Hannah Kiesler. You can reach at Yahoo Sports. That's Yahoo Sports. So they're talking about fans, once again, fake crowd noise, stuff like that. So once again, this is from Yahoo Sports. Okay, let's pull this up. Okay, this is from NBC Sports. NASCAR series to go dirt track at Bristol in 2021. So that's this is going to happen. So once again, this is from NBC Sports. Go to NBCSports.com. That's NBC Sports. So the last Cup race was back in 1970. Was at the North Carolina State Fairgrounds. So that's how they're going to do that. So this with the cars and stuff like that. So it's going to be a dirt track in 2021. So once again, this is from Yahoo Sports. Go to Yahoo Sports. Okay, once again, South Carolina looks to contain Pitt, slow number 3 Florida. So this is for college football this weekend. So South Carolina will try to slow down Florida. So they're number 3 ranked in the nation. So this is probably going to be a good match right here between Florida and South Carolina. So once again, this is from Yahoo Sports. Go to Yahoo Sports. Okay, let's give you an update on Atlanta and Cincinnati, top of the second. It is once again no score. Runner on and one out. That's in the top of the second. That game's going on right now up in Atlanta. Okay, fantasy players to start and sit for week 4 of the NFL season. So week 4. So the start and sit them. Okay, the starts will be Ryan Fitzpatrick with the Miami Dolphins. So that's going to be a start. Now the sit will be Carson Wentz, Deshaun Jackson, Alshon Jeffries. Also the sit, the start will be James Robinson with Jacksonville. Also J.K. Dobbs with he's going to be the sit this week. Also DJ Metcalf and Russell Wilson are going to be the starts. Now the sit will be AJ Green with the Cincinnati Bengals. He caught 46% of his 28 targets, so that was last week. Also, start is Robert Tonlin with the Packers. So he's going to be starting this week. Also, Evan Ingram with the Giants will sit. Now, Matthew Stafford will start, and Kenny Golladay will start against the Saints this Sunday. Also, Joe Nix will sit. Joe Nix, fewest rushing yards allowed was 82.3. Also, Odell Beckham will be starting. T.Y. Hilton. Also, Philip Rivers will sit this week, so that's going to probably be the best. Also, let's see. The start will be Ben Roethlisberger, so Ben Roethlisberger will start, and then the sit will be Josh Allen, and also so that's going to be your start and sit. So for this week for fantasy football, if you're doing fantasy football, you have to go make sure your lineups don't have the start or sit guy that's requested by those. Okay, what else we'll talk about? Let's see. Okay, Brett Favre wasn't surprised by Nick Mullins successful with the 49ers. Yeah, I think Nick Mullins was backing up Jimmy Garoppolo, but I think since Jimmy Garoppolo is not playing, so he's going to be he's the next shining star for the 49ers. In his 9 careers, he had 2,691 yards, 14 touchdowns, 11 interceptions in this game. So I'll be honest with you, I think it's a good preference right now. Let's give you his full numbers. Let's see, give you his full numbers. Nick Mullins, quarterback numbers. I'll give you his numbers right now on the screen. Okay, he has 414 yards. He's passed. He averages 207 yards a game. His quarterback rating is 95.5. The last, let's give you his last couple of starts. He did start in 2018. He went 16 for 18 in his game. So he went 16 for 18. And then he went 3 out of 3 in 2019. And then 20, he had, so that's his numbers right there. Now, this is the rushing numbers. This is his rushing numbers. Now, his passing numbers. So let's give you his passing numbers. He threw for he threw for two. He threw 274, 176 out of 274. He threw for 2,277. He threw for 284 yards a game. He had 13 touchdowns. So it's back in 2018. Now here in 20, he's throwing for 1 score. He only got sacked 4 times in games. So that's just the synopsis of this individual right here. So I think he's going to be a good quarterback for the 49ers. So his numbers does speak for itself. Let's give you his game logs. I'll give you his game logs in 1 second. His last 2 games he played, he went 25 for 36 for 343. That was against the Giants. He had 1 score. He got sacked 2 times. Now against the Jets, he went 8 for 11, 71 yards. He had 1 interception. He had no score, but he did have 1 interception. He was sacked twice in games. So once again, I think, like I said, look, he will back up. Like I said, he will probably be in there until Jimmy Garoppolo comes back with the San Francisco 49ers. So once again, this is from Yahoo Sports. Go to yahoosports.com. All right. Okay, what else we'll talk about? We just talked about fantasy football. So, okay, field possession, keeping Cowboys from planting foot on the elite terrier. So that's what they're talking about. This is once again, this is from Tony Thompson. You can reach him at Cowboys Wire. That's Cowboys Wire, talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Per Football Outsider, this is the 2nd year in a row that the Cowboys ranked 30th and ranked 30th in league-wide terms of drives beginning. So to be honest with you, their field position's got to get better. If they're going to be a good team, that's important. It's field position, and not give up turnovers or none of that stuff. So I'll be honest with you, I look at it this way. It's just the symptom of what's happening with this Dallas Cowboys football team. So on average, Dallas starts at the 22.97 yard line, and also 26.19 yard lines. So that's 26 yard line and 22 yard line. So that's just how they start their possessions and stuff like that. So I'll be honest with you, I look at it this way: they're going to have to get a little bit better when it comes to those things, because they can once their field position most likely will turn into a 3 and out, or most likely a scoring drive, or whatever. So once again, this is from Yahoo Sports. Go to yahoosports.com. Please follow Tony Thompson. He is with Cowboys Wire. Okay, what else we'll talk about? Okay, I'm going to talk about this. Okay, fantasy football forecast stat trend. We love to see Alvin Kamara, running back 1, worse defense and more. So that's what they're talking about in their fantasy wrap-up. So this is from fantasy staff. Follow them at Yahoo Sports. That's Yahoo Sports. So if you're a fantasy football, this is the forecast. It's Dalton Deldon, and also Matt Harmon. You can follow those 2 individuals. So let's go ahead and play this video.
trends that you hate to see, and this is the bad stats section of the show. Dalton, the Saints defense, despite having a lot of talent, they might stink, and they might really stink over the middle. Now, sometimes I think that, defensive statistics allowed to tight ends can be a little bit noisy. It can be a little bit, opponent driven. And you could argue that with this.
I'll be honest with you right now. I think they got a point right now. I think that right now our Saints defense is absolutely worse right now. We have to get better in these next couple of games, because if we don't get better in the next couple of games against Detroit, it's going to continue to show. I mean, a lot of teams are going to expose what the Saints are doing. So that's just my opinion. So once again, if you want to talk, if you're a Saints fan, on Twitter, Twitch, or YouTube, if you think I'm incorrect, please let me know. You come on via the chat room, or if you want to come on camera, you can do that via the StreamYard video chat link that we put in those chat rooms. So if you want to come on, we'll set you up. We will let you have your piece. You can talk on here. So once again, we are live. So let's play us back.
Saints after week 2, when Darren Waller, whipped up on Malcolm Jenkins, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, PJ Williams. Like, he had all these guys numbered. But then in week 2, the combination of Robert Tonyan, Jay Sternberger, and Mercedes frickin' Lewis combined for over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns on 9 catches. Right now, the Saints allow league-high targets, catches, yards, and touchdowns to the tight end position. Is this defense going to be a weak link throughout the rest of the season, or are they talented enough to sort of figure it out? Because like I said, I kind of like the construction of the unit, but so far the results have been problematic.
I think the defense in general will be solid, but it's interesting that you note the up the middle stuff. And after looking at your stats, I moved Hawkinson up a few spots. I already liked him in the over-under, like 55 in this game. If they're more vulnerable there, and quietly Hawkinson, I know Jesse James caught the touchdown last week, but his route running was like career high last week. So if that continues, and you pointed out how vulnerable they are, I moved Hawkinson to number 5 on my tight end board this week. So
yeah, that's another guy you're gonna have to cover right there. Is T.J. Hawkinson. That's be honest with you, look, if you don't cover him, he's gonna go for those long yardage. And like I said, they said in there, look, they're worse against those tight end targets. So I'll be honest with you. We have to cover those tight ends. We absolutely have to cover those tight ends. When we look at it, look, there's no excuses for how the Saints performing in the last couple of games. So once again, let's go ahead and hear what these guys had to say about the Saints defense.
Yeah, I hope you're right for this one, because I have plenty of him as well.
Hawkinson's cleared 50 yards in 3 straight games too. So, I mean, yeah, he's in a good position. I think I've been waiting for sort of his massive game, and this could definitely be it. And it makes sense, like from a scheme perspective, the Saints have good players in the front 7. I don't think like Demario Davis or Cameron Jordan are having their best season, but at the same time, like those guys at the safety position, Malcolm Jenkins is getting up there at this point. PJ Williams has always been the weak link in the cornerback room. It makes sense to pick on him with your tight ends, because you've got him as the slot corner is a much weaker position than Marshawn Lattimore or Janoris Jenkins on the outside. So yeah, upcoming opponents for the New Orleans Saints: Detroit Lions this week, then they get the Chargers at home, then they have a bye week, the Panthers, Jimmy Graham and the.
Yeah. So like I said, you got the Chargers. You got the Lions this Sunday, so you're going to have to play consistent against those teams. And then you got that bye week, so they're going to have to get better. Because, look, if they don't get better, like I said, once again, like I said a few minutes ago, it will show. It will show how bad this defense is, because we need some breaks. We absolutely need some breaks in these situations, because, look, The Saints defense, look, I'm very confident that this team will get back to solid ground. But right now, in the last 3 games, look, it's not been coming out. So, to be honest with you, once again, this is from Matt Harmon and Dalton Del Don. Please follow those individuals. That's they're very smart about these.
Those Chicago Bears. And then the Tampa.
So once again, this is from Yahoo Sports. Go to yahoosports.com. Okay, let's give you an update on the Atlanta and Cincinnati game. Once again, no score in the Atlanta-Cincinnati game. They're going to the top of the 3rd inning. So once again, that's going on right now. Atlanta, Cincinnati. Okay, let's go through the power rankings. Let's go through those power rankings. Let's go through those power rankings. This is from Frank Schwab. Follow him at Yahoo Sports at Yahoo Sports. Let's see who's at the top of the chain right now. Right now, last is the New York Giants. They're New York Jets, 0-3. Also, New York Giants at 31st, coming in. Also, Denver is at 0-3. Now, Washington comes in at 29th. These are the bottom of the crop right here. Also, Cincinnati Bengals coming in at 0-2. So hopefully Joe Burrow can get going with the Cincinnati Bengals. Also, the Jacksonville Jaguars at 27. The Atlanta Falcons at 26. The Minnesota Vikings also at 0-3. They're not. Then the Carolina Panthers right now, they're at 24. But Pro Football Focus top grades for amongst Panthers defenders. Philadelphia's 0-2. Also, Miami's 1-2 with Fitzpatrick. So hopefully they can. Now the Detroit Lions coming in at 1-2 as well. They're ranked 21st in this new rankings. Also, the Texans coming in at 0-3. The Los Angeles Chargers at 1-2. The Dallas Cowboys at 1-2. Also, the Cleveland Browns at 2-1. So that's a understatement right there. They're now 2-0, 2-1 now. Also, the Indianapolis Colts is also at 2-1. Chicago Bears at 3-0. That's amazing right there. Since they switched their quarterback from Trubisky to Foles. Now the Saints went coming in at 14. We don't know what's going on. Hopefully they can get the problems fixed with the New Orleans Saints. They're ranked 14. Also, Tampa Bay 2-1 with Tom Brady. Gronk leads with 7 targets. He played 93% of the snaps. Also, Las Vegas Raiders coming in at 12. Also, the Arizona Cardinals coming in at 2-1. Los Angeles Rams coming in at 2-1. San Francisco coming in at 2-1. They're ranked 9th. Also, the New England Patriots coming in at 2-1. Also, the Tennessee Titans coming in at 3-0. They're ranked in the top 10. Also, Pittsburgh at 3-0. Seattle at 3-0. Green Bay at 3-0. Also, Buffalo at 3-0. So the Buffalo right now, with Josh Allen, I think they most likely will go far. Also, the Baltimore Ravens at 2-1 after that loss on Monday night. And also the Kansas City Chiefs at 3-0. So I'll be honest with you, right now, Baltimore has to get back on solid ground. Sure, they're ranked second in the polls right now in these rankings, but the truth of the matter is right now, those rankings don't mean anything right now. It means it means nothing, to be honest with you. Once again, this is from Yahoo Sports. Go to yahoosports.com. Okay, we'll see what else we'll discuss. Okay, Ray John Rondo lives up to his playoff nickname in Game 1. So that's Ray John Rondo. They call him Playoff Rondo. Yeah. They did win last night, 116-98 over the Miami Heat. So they will have Game 2 on Friday night. So they will be playing Friday. So I'll be honest with you. I think Ray John Rondo will progress with the Lakers because what he wasn't going to be work out in New Orleans, but the truth of the matter is, Ray John Rondo has like I said, he has LeBron James behind him and Anthony Davis and Alex Caruso and Kyle Kuzma and all those other individuals. So I think the Lakers right now, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the Lakers will win it in 6. I think they will win it in 6. So once again, this is from Yahoo Sports. Go to Yahoo Sports. It's like we're at noon. So once again, okay, we're going to switch over to some Twitter headlines. I'm going to switch over to my Twitter this time. Switch over, share the screen to Twitter. We'll put it in. We'll go over some Twitter feeds. Okay, once again, Ed Daniels, Fritz. So this is a new stuff talking about. Let's see what's on Twitter. Let's see what's talking on the Twitter feeds, on the Twitter machines. Okay, once again, Matt Moscona, who is your famous follower? So that's Matt Moscona. Okay, this is from Ian Rappaport. Coach Mike Tomlin have played 13 straight games without a bye due to the COVID rescheduling. We do not care. So that's what they're talking about. Once again, this is from Ian Rappaport. Follow him at Rap Sheet. Also, Gary Smith talking about Tyjae Spears. Let's see what an update on Tyjae Spears. Tyjae Spears had surgery this morning for what? To be a ACL torn. So it looks like he's not going to be playing. So the red shirt player from Ponchatoula is done. So that's bad news for the Tulane running back. But the truth of the matter is, look, we move on. We got Amari Jones and we got Cam Cameron. So that's just like I said. Look, if you're a Tulane fan, look, and you worry about Tyjae Spears, look, he's going to be okay. He will most likely. He's got some years ahead of him. He's a freshman. He's got some years ahead of him. He will be fine. But he did tore his ACL. But the truth of the matter is, he's going to be out. So he's going to have to recover. So look, we're going to be fine, folks. We're going to be fine. With Cam Connell, Amari Jones, and Stephon Hudson. So, and then you got Booker. So that's another guy. Look, we're going to be okay. I mean, look, I know Tulane fans, like I said, they're just going to weep over this stuff. But the truth of the matter is, look, so you feel sorry for Tyjae Spears and all that. But the truth of the matter is, look, he'll come back next year. He'll be stronger than ever. Hopefully he will be. So once again, this is from Gary Smith. You can follow him. He's a Tulane beat reporter. Please follow him. Also, Craig Haley to date, 6 of the 127 FCS programs known to opt out the portion of the 2021 season. This is the teams: Big South, Campbell, Ohio Valley, Eastern Kentucky, Southland, Abilene Christian, Central Arkansas, Houston Baptist, and Stephen F. Austin. So that is teams that will opt out the spring session. So once again, 4 people. I like what I'm seeing. I'm happy about that. Once again, this is from Twitter. Follow him at Craig Haley. Also, who's Johnny High School hardest on November 6th? Gross River and or S. Davis 1414. So that's once again, that's from Adam Humsucker. You can follow him. He's up in Monroe. He follows Monroe Sports. Also, FCS football, 3-time defending champion North Dakota State faces roster changes for the spring season. So that's probably going to be coming down the pipeline for North Dakota State. So once again, this is from FCS football with the FCS football. Also, all right, GR family, through week 3 of the season, who's the player that paid off the most for you? So once again, this is from Gridiron Rankins. Follow them at Gridiron Rankins on Twitter. Also, Ed Daniels talking about tough luck for Spears. He's out for the season, so that's unfortunate for Tajay Spears to be out. But we move on. Okay, once again, statement games. They have the best fantasy games around, so please follow them as statement games. I had them on my show one time. They were good, so please follow these guys. If you didn't go to statementgames.com, I suggest you do that. Go to statementgames.com, register, get your account. You can go do the fantasy games. They all they have pick'ems and stuff like that. So that's very good DFS games and stuff like that. So once again, follow them at statementgames.com. That's statementgames.com. Also, Tim Brando, Throwback Thursday. This is Tim Brando. Once again, follow Tim Brando at Tim Brando on Twitter. Also, Brett McMurphy talking about Wednesday's game was postponed between ULL and Appalachia State. Also, let's go through all the more, other things. Okay, CFB Live 24/7 TM. I started the account because I have passion for college football, and I knew I couldn't allow my personal life get. So this is once again, follow them. Okay. Once again, notable changes. What do you think the Cleveland, the Indians will make of next season when it begins? So that's what they're talking about. Also, bus driver who drove the Tennessee Titans last weekend in Minnesota also drove the Houston Astros to the playoffs. So that's the so this once again, this is from Tom Pacello. You can reach him at Tom Pacello. Also, Jones Bobcats. See you soon. So once again, hopefully they can get fans in. So once again, huge postponement changes was to get back into the top 25. So they was canceled. Now this is from Mike Scarborough. Mike Scarborough likes this. Christian Smith, follow him at CSJ2275. Talking about this also sportscaster. Once again, we were supposed to broadcast on Sportscaster Colt Law has his weekly show. Once again, follow him on Sportscaster. Also, okay, injury reports. We'll go over the injury reports. I'll put this up on my screen. Let me get this sent over to my screen. I'll send this. We'll give you the injury reports for the Saints. Okay, injury reports are up on the screen. Did not practice. Teron Armstead, groin. Andres Pete. Hopefully Andres Pete wasn't seriously injured, but he did have an ankle injury. Also, Jared Cook had a groin injury. Janoris Jenkins' illness. Little John Humphreys didn't see him in practice. Also, players that was limited. Chase Hansen, David Amaga, and Michael Thomas, ankle. Also, Marcus Davenport, Marshawn Lattimore, hamstring. So, once again, please follow Saints News Network. Kyle T. Mosley is the writer, so good writer. So, once again, also, they have a show. Please give their show a follow. And once again, this is from Saints News Network on SI. Go to Saints News Network on SI. So we'll go back to Twitter. Get this back in. Okay. Sports Geek has a new post on the White Sox and A's game. So that we'll show you those White Sox and A's predictions. I'll give you that in a second. If you're a White Sox or an A's fan. Okay, this is the update. This is from the Sports Geeks. Follow them at the Sports Geek. This is the starting pitchers that's going to be pitching for both teams in their games. These are the stat numbers right here. These are the so right now the White Sox are favored by a run and a half. So the run line is a 1.5. The money line is 115 on the Chicago White Sox to 105 for the Oakland A's. So that's and the over and under is 8.5. So 8.5 in over and unders. So once again, this is from the Sports Geeks. Follow them at thesportsgeeks.com. Get more information. So we'll get these switched over. So I'm going to just switch back into my Twitter and. Okay, there we are. Okay, College Football Hall of Fame. Fans have spoken. We are South-owned. The player of the month is, once again, Jalen Tola from South Alabama. This guy, I'm going to be honest with you, absolutely impressed the hell out of me. He absolutely impressed the hell out of me. Jalen Toba. So once again, this is from Jalen Tola, the young man. He plays for South Alabama. So once again, please follow him. Okay, once again, this day in Lion football history, Southeastern football. Southeastern went 2-0 for the fourth straight year since 2015. So that was so they did win 2-0. That was in Hammond. They did win 30-27. Jeff Smiley holding 5 catches for 135, and the touchdown player of the game was Cody Sutton. He had game-winning fourth and goal play. He did score on that. So once again, hopefully we will see Southeastern football in the near future. Once again, this is from Lion Up Football. Follow them at Lion Up Football. Also, let's scroll down some more, see what else we got on Twitter today. Okay, once again, they talked about Tyjae Spears. See what else they got on Twitter, and then we'll call it afternoon. Okay, this is from Undisputed. This is from Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless. Let's hear what they had to say.
I'm good. You bring the boat, I will send you back.
You have some company on the island. I'll talk about your company in just a moment.
Skip, the only problem that I have is that I've heard a lot of people say over the last couple of days that if LeBron wins, there's nothing he can do to elevate his status. But if he loses, we're gonna ding him. I mean, well, how is that possible, Skip? I can't get an A, but you can fail me for the class. I'm confused. It always puzzled me that teachers like, well, you can't get an A in my class because a teacher once told me in college, said, if I give you an A, you'll think you know as much as I do. Well, baby, I do. Baby, I should be teaching, Skip. Baby, you know what I'm saying? LeBron will be the GOAT. He's already the GOAT. This, I think, will leave no doubt in people's mind to be the driving.
Like I said, when we talked about LeBron James, look, there's no comparison between LeBron and Michael Jordan. I mean, a lot of people might put these comparisons out there, but the truth of the matter is, look, these two individuals, look, I think Michael Jordan is the league GOAT, and I think LeBron will be the GOAT sooner or later. So once again, this is from Undisputed. Follow them on Fox Sports. Pretty good show. Yeah, I don't watch it, but I know a lot of people would. Okay, once again, this is from Mike Robinson. It's called Pullback with Ian Bagley, talking about, let's see what they were saying on their show.
I hate that they lose all the time, but I got my guy, Walt Frazier. Come on, man. Willis Reed. Come on. I always say this to the fans. Why would you be okay with what the results have been over the last 20 years? And the Knicks have passionate fans. I think they're a little unrealistic, and I think they're always looking for scapegoats instead of holding management accountable. You know, with the Yankees, they hold management ownership accountable when the results aren't there. And I think the fans get a little too wrapped up in thinking that, it's just the media being negative. Look at the wins and losses.
Yeah, like I said, the New York Knicks, look, to be honest with you, look, New York Knicks haven't been irrelevant in quite some time. Look, they're going to have to hold those, they're going to have to hold the management accountable because, look, that's on the management. Sure, it's also on the players that screws up and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is, hopefully, this Knicks organization can improve with this new coach coming in. So I hope it does happen. But the truth of the matter is, you're going to have some fans that are going to be saying, oh, the media is this, that, oh, blah, 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 blah. No, not even close. Look, the media is going to do their job. They're going to criticize people. They're going to criticize when things don't go right, and they're going to commend those people when things go. They're going to commend them when things go wrong and commend them when things go right. So that's just my statement on it. So once again, sweet, wow. How's that? Thanks for coming in, whoever you are. If you want to come in video chat, let's see. These two individuals, John, Katsuya, and also XS Dominant Force. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate you coming in to our show. If you want to come in video chat with us, you can. The StreamYard links are in the YouTube and Twitch. So the two individuals from YouTube and Twitch, come on down. If you want to come on and talk, you want to give your opinion, you can do that. If you're a little shy, that's okay. We'll understand that for you. So once again, this is from once again, SNY. Also talking about Kevin Durant. Kyrie Irving looks forward to playing with Kevin Durant. So that's what they're talking about. This is from Sports Illustrated. Okay, let's see. Looks like we got some new tweets. I'm going to go ahead and give you some new tweets out. Okay, once again, Kevin Foodie, Maga confirmed that the positive test was, so that's what they're talking about. So once again, follow them. Also, Drew Stell, he's also with Golden Hour. He's on Sportscaster. It's another individual we have. Also, Odd Checkers talking about horse racing picks. Okay, let's scroll down. Okay, okay. Craig Mish, Pablo Lopez is wearing Miami Bottom Feeders T-shirt when he had his press conference. So once again, Craig Mish is the guy that writes for the Miami Marlins. So please follow him at Craig Mish. He also does a show on Sports Grid as well. So once again, thanks for coming in. We appreciate you. No, I don't know who these individuals are. Okay, Josh Berman from the Etta Berman Show. He's also with Next. Pretty good tweet by him. Also, Jack Morgan, also with Golden Hour as well. So once again, these individuals, they're once again, this is from Tecmo Hole. MLB playoffs is underway. Talking about that's from the Technical. Also, Phil Steele up next in Houston on ESPN 97.9. Chuck Palao and also Joe Blank will talk about Joe with Phil Steele. So once again, Phil Steele is one of the best college football predictors in the business. So once again, follow Phil Steele at Phil Steele 042. That's Phil Steele 042. Also, Adam Humsucker talking about Neville and Sterlington. That'll be November 6th. Also, DJ LeMahieu talking about him with a clutch postseason hit, you say. So that was a game in the World Series against Texas. That now he's with the New York Yankees. So I'll show you the feed from this one. I'll give you that feed and give me 1 second to send it up to you. I'll give you that feed and show you the feed. Okay, this is the feed right here. Let's show you the feed. Okay, that was in last night's AL's divisional series against Cleveland. So that's the wild card. So once again, DJ LeMahieu comes through. So once again, thank you. Sweep of Jim's out. So once again, this is from Talking Yanks. This following Talking Yanks. So let's go ahead and once again, I'm glad to see people coming in commenting. So once again, thanks for joining us for this edition of Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer Show. We will be back here on StreamYard later for the Sports Time New Orleans podcast. We will be live. We will not be on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. We will be on Sportscaster only. So it will be Sportscaster only. If you want to come on down to Sportscaster, you can come on down. We will be back on StreamYard, so that once again, that will be later on this evening. We'll have live sports updates. Also, we have high school football coming up this weekend, so that's definitely a lot of things on our plate. So once again, thanks for joining us. Like, share, and follow us here on Facebook at facebook.com/Kerry Wehmeyer, number 75. And also follow us on Twitter anytime. We are broadcasting. We couldn't get to Sportscaster today, unfortunately. Follow us on Twitter at Talk Kerry. That's TalkKery. Also follow us on YouTube. We will be on YouTube for the next 30 days until we get Facebook back. Unfortunately, we don't have Facebook. So also follow us on the Tumblr page. That's Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer Tumblr page. That's on the websites. Also follow us on the official flagship and play-by-play coverage center of LSU, Tulane, Saints, and high school football. We also sportscaster. Follow us at sportscaster.com/KLW. That's sportscaster.com/KLW. Also follow us on the Twitch channel. We'll be there all week. Also follow us on Instagram. That's Instagram Sports Talk 2505. And also follow us on Skype. Please follow us on Skype. We'll be on Skype sometimes. Also, you can follow us on LinkedIn and also follow us on Blogspot. We do put blogs up on Blogspot, so we will be doing that throughout the season. So once again, everybody have a good rest of your Thursday afternoon. We'll be back later for Sports Time New Orleans podcast live on Sportscaster and StreamYard. So once again, everybody have a good rest of your Thursday, and we'll see for the YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch audience. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow for another edition of Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show here on StreamYard.